have 16 points to the downside, right? About 4% to the downside. That's your risk right now. How much do you have to the upside? Again, usually ABC patterns, right? Well, there's two school of thought, right? I think right now, most of the people are divided into camps, right? One camp basically is saying 20% correction, 20% pullback is a healthy pullback. This is not 2008. We're not going to have any structural issues. Lehman, banks are healthy. We're not going to have financial crisis. 20% is just a healthy pullback in the bull market, right? And yes, we have an inflation. Yes, it's high and interest rates are going higher, but it still should be significantly lower by end of the year, right? Maybe from 8% CPI to 6% CPI, and then or 5% CPI, and then by end of 2023 back to 2%, something along like, or 4% by end of this year, and then 2%. Nobody knows exactly, but that's the thought process, right? So the bulls' thought process is that very low unemployment, COVID. We have resurgence of COVID cases, but nonetheless contained. People are going back to work across the country. People are traveling, right? And strong earnings, and 20% pullback is a good opportunity to go higher, right? So that's camp number one, right? So then your highs could be by the end of the year at least 460 or 480, right? That's case number one, right? Case number one, this is the bottom, and by end of this year we'll reach 480, 460, right? This is case number one, and this is soft landing. A lot of words we hear is soft landing, right? Soft landing. We're still in, still bull market. What definition of bull market? You're making higher highs and higher lows, right? Double-digit return after 20% pullback. Case number two is that yes, we are in a bear market, right? QQQ is down 30%. By definition, mega cap technology, Apple was down 22%, Tesla 50% down, Microsoft 25% down. So a lot of the mega cap technology and Bitcoin and ARK Innovation Fund, they're all trading in the bear territory, right? Only value stocks are still kind of trading in the bull market. So the second case is that yes, we can have violent rally. We're already up 4%. Maybe we can be up 10%, right? Maybe another 14 points to the upside, right? About 50% retracement, right? I talked about ABC patterns, right? Very strong pullback, recovery, then strong drawback, recovery, usually 50%, and right, and another leg down, right? So immediately, short term, the question is, we had a strong wave A, right? We went from 430 to 385 in a very short period of time. Now we went from 385 for 400, maybe 415, maybe another 4% up, right? Strong B. And then is there, right? The question is there a C, right? Or is this the bottom, right? Is there C? Again, right now, there's just not enough data to make that decision, right? We had one day reversal yesterday. We have a follow through today. Very important for end of the week to close at similar levels, right? Spiders are up 2%. So you need today, and then you need a follow through tomorrow, Monday. So if today we are posting higher highs, higher lows, and Monday and Tuesday there is a follow up, higher highs, higher lows, then you basically can say that the bottoming process has started, right? For me, the most important question is not to determine on which day we've reached the bottom. That's impossible to determine. But is there signs of the bottoming process? So at least as a trader, maybe not as a long-term investor, but at least as a trader, you can say, listen, 385 is a good support, and I can, in the next couple months, going into June, July, these will be my strategies. All right, so you need a follow through. Right, a lot of people look for a sign of capitulation in VIX. VIX hasn't capitulated. We saw in 2008, in March, May, or June. Also, we didn't have any spikes above 40 level that everybody has been waiting. So in March, we didn't have, here we didn't have spikes in volatility either. So it could be that this is the bottom, or it could be a little bit lower, right? But I think if we have, usually my experience, if we have another, if Monday we are posting higher highs and higher lows, then 385 is very close to the bottom. It could be another, the C wave probably will happen, right? There's a high chance that, you know, usually there is no V-shaped recovery, right? Especially in the current market condition, there's no, shouldn't be any signs of, you know, just one-way trade. So usually you have a wave B retracing 50% and then another down test of 385. And the longer we're, you know, the longer we're posting higher highs and higher lows, the higher probability that this wave C, it's either going to retest 385 or, you know, it's going to be a little bit higher, you know, maybe a little bit lower, not sure, right? But that's my thought process in terms of risk versus reward, right?